So I've got like a little mat that I'm hoping. So perfect, I landed it in the circle, it just bounced out, so that's not too bad, I'm happy with that. Let it run. Oh, yeah, I was a little bit too close to a flop shot there. You can always try a little floppy. I don't have much room, that's why I'm trying not to do anything. Just short. Alright. So I'm landing it how I'd like to, which is the good thing. Like I'm having that control through the club face here. Closer. So I'm trying to get them as close to that hoop as possible. If I get them in the hoop, obviously extra points. But due to the uneven ground, the bounce is not always consistent here. So, just inside the edge there. Nice little chip too. Opening that face up. So what I'm mostly doing is basically opening that face up, obviously not to there. Just getting it so I get that little height. A little bit of height from this distance. Normally with this type of shot, I'll just keep it at the regular address and let it bump up and run up there like that, but it sort of depends on like obviously the green and stuff. If I need a little bit more height, open up that club face, just let it drop down. So have the two separate types of shots from this position, because we do have a couple of our greens that have like a bit of a high hill or a little run around it. Too long. About 8 inches too long there. Just kicked off awkwardly. Not off the club face, the shot was, that should be right. Just in. So this is to practice those greenside chips, because a lot of people seem to be terrified of greenside chips nowadays. And in reality, they're one of the best ones that can get you closer to that hole. So I've gone away from putting on the green side unless it's like just on the fringe. Pick it up. Ah, it's too soft. Way too soft. So what I want to work on here, having that really short backswing, just accelerating on that way through. That way it stops it from blading. A lot of people, when they go for their flop shot, if they're trying to do like a soft one, they'll come right back and blade it, which happens a lot. Like it happens, I guess, no matter what level you get to. It just happens less as you get higher levels. A little bit to the right there, so let's readdress. Pointed at it. Cool. A little too soft there. Right line though, so maintain that line here. Yeah, just to. And that's how we get that one in. Cool. Another one. So we're getting some in that circle there, which is really good. Just focusing on that landing. Off that front end of the club there, toed it a little bit. Let's try and get this one come off that face there. Perfect length. That was nice. As I said, I've got uneven ground, so I'm just wanting to practice consistently. Perfect again. So what I'll do is once I get through like another 2 or 3 balls, I'll show the current dispersion and how it looks. Oh, that kicked bad. Kicked off like, I guess, upturned dirt or like little rock, because it's uneven here. Can kick a little bit awkwardly. That was way too soft. Sort of dug in on that one. See, that's what happens when you try to go too slow on that chip through, especially if you've opened up that club face. Yeah, just plonks. What did I say? Oh, I did say 2. I'll do 2 more this time. So, open up the club face. In. One more. Then we'll go over current spread. So, you can see where I've been trying to land it to get it to runs. That's too long. Kicked 2. Alright. Let's go through. So, obviously that one that I hit too soft happens, but a bit of an outlier on this one, so we'll just chuck that one back. But most of them are landing here, trying to get them to either kick off here, or for those softer, higher ones, I'm actually trying to land them in the circle. Reason why is you get a couple that either fall short and they sit and stick, or they bounce off this and give you that really hard landing where it just kicks off the back. So these ones landed in the circle, just kicked off. And this was that last one where I just put a little bit too much juice into it. Off here. Get out of there. Alrighty. Let's go back. Just kicking that back in. So I'll finish off the rest of this set too. Just see if I can get like the rest to be nice. I just want to maintain that, basically that control through my swing. I'm not trying to do too much, but just enough. Yeah, just enough to get that little bit of a stop and sit. So as long as I'm keeping it in that range, I'm sort of happy with it because I know it will run differently on a green. But just kicked off that left side, readjust that angle again. It's a little bit too far off that. Sorry, right side, off that right. So readdress. Make sure it's pointing. Just shy. Show that right hand side again, so a little bit more that way. And that should be perfect. Absolutely perfect in. All about recalibrating every time. Just gut. Oh, I hit another ball. That sucks. That would have been a perfect little shot through there too. Just get it to I think just rolled out. I don't know if it's still in. It might still just be on the edge, is what I'm guessing. But I don't know if it's stuck in there. Just get it to open that face up. In. Nah, just knocked the orange one out definitely then. Oh, if it moved the circle it might have stayed in, but I hope that was on that far edge of the circle there, opening that club face up. Caught a bit than that time actually. Sort of made it come out a little bit lower. That's fine. Still in that position, so try and put this over there. Just a nice little. Oops. Until it gets level again. That was dug into the mat that time. That should be a level spot for it. Just that. Just shy of it too. That should be a little bit better angle. Feet are a little bit unstable there, but should be in. Oh, that kicked off and out. So, go over the rest of the dispersion. Always got to have that one shot that ends a little bit short. Hold on. That zoomed right in. Sorry, guys. One shot that landed a little bit short. I pulled that one from back there before anyway. So, dispersion, still quite tight. Like, all through that area. The back, so you can see where this ball's kicked out the orange ball. I think most of them just got kicked out, really. But nice little area around it. Not too wide.